Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, and I must say thanks for stopping by. And if you're new to the channel, you're in the right place. So, as you can see by the title, I was robbed, and not only once but twice. All right, and these robberies, they did not take place at home, but they were when I was out and about. Alright, so let's get into it. So now, the first time I was robbed was as a teenager. Alright, it was a Friday afternoon. Alright, school ended. I think I was in fifth form at that time. So school had ended. Um, I am now into the town, and I was hanging out with a few persons. I wasn't alone. Alright, but it boils down to the evening hour. Alright, and Friday evening, occasionally, in a rush to go home. Alright, but you just need to be home within certain hours so as not to cause your parents to worry. All right, so um, we were standing at a particular location. There were a few business complex along that vicinity, but we weren't on the side of the business complex. We were on the opposite side. All right, so on that particular side, it had less people on it. The other side where the business complex were also a taxi stand to some of the persons there. And so while we were on the opposite side, we were just having a conversation, and the other persons on the other side, they were getting ready to go home, and some were doing business transactions. So while we were there conversing, we were just observing the movements of traffic and people to and fro, and how the Friday evening was buzzing. But we realized that in conversing with each other, it was getting late, and so all of us needed to go home. Before we could decide to leave, while we were there, two men, they were like, "Give me your money, give me everything we have." Mom say, they were like, "Give me your money, give me everything we have." And at that time, remember, me as schoolers, we don't have no whole heap of money for we. So me don't even see the need for them rob we. To be honest, I don't even see the need. And at the end of it, I was just looking to say, what happened to them money? What happened to them money? So, and I just thought that they were very daring, because people did up on the other side, and them just prone upon we, "Give me one money, give me one money, give me one have." And I was frightened. When I say frightened, I was frightened because I was never expecting that to happen. A Friday evening, a schoolgirl and her friends. Come on, no man. Couple of weeks, and we were there just chatting, because we met up with another one of our colleague. Did not go to the same school that we went to. As a matter of fact, he was not going to school. All right, he was working, and we were there. And me I tell you the truth, how frightened maybe. There's a saying that says when trouble take your pitney shot fit you. How frightened maybe is like my brain start process things in milliseconds. And me don't know how me do it, but me do it. And what I realized is that I hid money. I hid money so that we could have fear to go home and not have to beg any driver any ride and not have to explain to anybody why we didn't have any fear. And especially for me as a female and in my school uniform, me never want to beg nobody nothing. When me say, me never want to beg nobody nothing because I don't want to rank with me. And so, me don't know how quick and how fast me hide up a fear for all of we, you know. When we say for all of we, me hide up a fear for all of we. And gave them the rest of the money. The other persons that were there also, they gave up their funds. And I think at the time, I had a watch that was given to me by a family member. They took that also. And I was there and I was wondering to myself, because they weren't masked up, they were just regular men. I mean, I know what flying off their mind to say, all right, come, we're going to try to rob them people. Yeah. I mean, I know if I told them see the working person there, I don't know. Me no know. Honestly, me no know. And I was looking at it to say, them people across the road no see what go on. To shout out and say, leave them alone. But you know what I notice? Sometimes people see things and they mind their own business. They just don't want to get involved. Alright? And when they went away, I was so nervous. So nervous. And I said, and then the other persons that were with me, they were saying, so how me I go home? Me give it all of my money where I was just robbed of all my money. And I said to them, don't worry yourself, man. I had hidden money that we could use to pay our fare. And we shared the money. And that was what we used to pay our fare. And we were there, we were just talking about the situation, how it just happened so. You know, because it's not like we're in a secluded place, you know. It's an open area. It's an open area. And you had several business places around. I mean, you know, all them two men, they just bright and presumptuous, so. Tell themselves, say, yeah, are we are them target today? And are we them are going to deal with? And because we did not want to be injured in any way either, we just gave them what we have. And they gladly took it and went away. You know? And I think from that time period, we didn't go back around that side. We still met up and conversed, you know. But we never went back around that side. And we made sure we stayed where we are easily seen and where we are not easily targeted. So that was trauma one. But I was even thankful unto God that, you know, they did not pull out their knives or anything. You know, so sometimes when you're too resistant to them things that will happen. Now, onto the second, what did I say? The second robbery. No, this is as an adult. All right. I was doing a training course for the very first job that I had. So the first place that I worked, there was a course that I had to take. It was a training, and it was in Kingston, and I had to travel to Kingston on the weekend. So every Saturday from, I think it's, yes, every Saturday from 9 to, I don't remember if it's 2 or 3 p.m., but one of them two time there. So from 9 to either 2 or 3 p.m. in the afternoon, we had the class. And normally, when I'm coming home, there were a few times when some of the persons were going my direction, so we walked. There was the distance from there to where the bus stop is. You can't take any taxi or anything, you just have to walk. And that particular day, I was going alone. Nobody was going my direction from the class. And so after reaching about or completed about half the journey, I was on the right hand side of the road when I started. And then I took a detour to the left hand side of the road, because I was saying to myself, it was like too congested, too much traffic, too much pedestrians. I'm just couldn't bother with the crowd and the chaos and have to be saying excuse me to get where I have to go. If I stayed on that side, I'd have to wait on the traffic to stop for me to cross the road to come back over on this side of the road. So I just tell myself that, all right, I gotta take my detour from way up the south. I'm gonna take the detour from way up the south for go on the left hand side of the road to get to the bus stop. All right. So I was there strolling, and I felt so lonely. I mean, I say to myself, say, I don't want nobody see me alone over here so and attack me. And trust me, I decided to say, all right, I'm going to use my cell phone as company. And I took out my cell phone, and I was on my cell phone. What was I doing on my cell phone? Talking to nobody. But it just was a mechanism that I thought would work, to just take out my cell phone, do like me I talk to somebody, when in fact I'm talking to no one. So when time I do that now, I think so them would have see me and say, alright, she on her phone. What me say? She on her phone. So I'm not gonna trouble her. She too busy. Was I wrong? As I continue my journey, nervous because I'm me alone. What me say? Me not see nobody. The only thing me see are business places and some fencing that facilitates or surround a few homes along the way. And I kept on walking, and I kept on conversing to nobody that was on my phone. Alright, because I thought the idea was a good one. About 2 minutes ahead of me, I saw this young man. And the moment I saw him from a distance, I said, no sir, him no look too proper. And I start become suspicious, And in becoming suspicious, I couldn't cross back the road because guess what? It was so busy with traffic. I can't run out into the road like a mad woman and get it. Kill off myself? No. So I tried to remain composed. I tried to manage my composure. But at the time, the nerves are killing me, Because I said to myself, say, him no look too right at all. And me I say, I don't want nobody attack me, you know. The closer, what me say, the closer I get to the young man, the more I felt my heart race. And in that moment, it's like I want to run, but I can't run. I just want to get out of his presence. And the moment he was near me, he just came, boom, right in front of my face. And he said to me, give me your phone. When me say, give me your phone, he said 3 times, give me your phone. And I was so shocked. I stood there. And then the last time I know he said it, I hand it over to him quick, because guess what? Each time that he said it, something was going in my head. You're not gonna hold on the phone. What if him have knife and him cut you up in your face? And I was saying to myself, my face is the first thing everybody's going to see. And I said to myself, no sir. If he cut me on my hand, me I wear clothes where it can cover, but in my face, everybody has to see my face. No sir. I'm just give him the phone. You see when they give him the phone? You see by the time I make 3 steps and turn around my head and look, not a boy. Not a young man, you know? So me I said to myself, say, no sir. When disappeared to so quick? So me I said, no sir, some turn off most the nearby. When go, or him just go dodge round a one little corner or something when nobody can see him. And after that happened also, I was saying to myself again, nobody does see what I go on. Nobody at all does see what I go on. And then again too, even if them do see what I go on, they can't help me. Why? Because me they over one lonely area or section all by myself. So guess what now? Me set up myself and I don't even know it. At the moment, me never know it. Because it never clicked to me if you say, why is it that you think most persons are on the other side of the street? Why you think over here so lonely? And why you decide say you are gonna go over there? So because guess what, you can't bother with the stress and strain and the hustle and bustle of the traffic and the people. Might as well me did turn over there. Because I felt so sad after my phone was taken. But thankful and grateful for God's mercy, I suffered no injury. And I was then thinking, oh God, what if something happened and my family was trying to contact me and they can't get in touch with me? And so, as embarrassed as I was, when I got on the bus and I was looking around in the bus to see who may I go beg one call, and my brain selected this young man, and I explained my situation to him, that I was just robbed of my phone and I need to call my family members so that they can know where I am. I need to call home. I need to let my husband know what is happening. And he gave me the call and I called home, explained the situation to my husband. And it was a lonely ride home. because all I was doing is just replaying the situation over and over and over and over in my head. And I started blaming myself. Why didn't you just stick to the side that you normally walked on? Why did you have to go over that side at that time? And I started to look at the whole situation, and then I said, you know what? It's all it's material things. The phone is something that I can get, even if it takes me a while to get back a phone. I can get another phone, but my life, if he should stab me in such a way whereas it causes death, I can't get back my life. And so I am very thankful. I'm grateful. No harm came to me. And I just want to say to everybody that watches this channel and come across this channel, whether you're young, you're old, you're middle age, be careful of the areas you find yourself, because there are times when there are persons there lurking around and they're just looking for an opportunity. And if you're in a particular area or spot where they see the opportunity to attack you, they will. Alright? Why the young man could have just pass and go on and say, alright, but guess what? Too, a lot of us also tend to love use our phones in public places, when we are when we are across the street, and that's a red flag, because there are thieves out there, and some specific thieves, such as phone thieves. Alright, they'll just look for the opportune time and moment to rob you of what is yours. Alright, and sometimes too, these things, if you're not willing to give them up, will cause you injury or will cause you your life. So I'm glad, for the mercies of God, I am still alive to tell the story. So be careful where you use your cell phone. Alright, and also the locations that you go. And if you can take someone with you, go. Alright, because at least you'll have someone there as evidence to what happened during that time. You're there alone, you stand less chance of surviving the moment, depending on what the attack is about. Alright, and I'm glad those 2 times it happened, it was a total different situation. Alright, one was with a few persons, and the other one was just all by myself. So sometimes in life too, we make decisions that affects us, and sometimes in life we try to run away from what reality is or what life is. Just like in the last situation, I just didn't want to deal with the hustle and the bustle of the busy Saturday afternoon, and so I took a detour, and that is what happened. And life is like that. The decisions that we make, they can affect us positively or negatively. So I do hope you enjoy this video, and please remember to subscribe. Alright, hit that notification bell. Come on, guys, you're not turning on your notification bell to be notified when the videos are out. That's very important. All right. So as I crave your continued support, remember to leave a like and a comment and subscribe. Ciao. Adios. See you in the next one. Bye.